Bonjour, it's Marianne Lecoeur. Do you want longer legs or shorter legs? This video is about the effects of various shoe styles and colors on the length of your legs. If you are new to my channel, a big welcome to you. Please subscribe, click on the little bell and don't forget to share my videos. Thank you. Various styles of shoes and various colors will affect how long or how short your legs appear. Well, of course, there are the things that affect how your legs visually appear, whether long or short, depending on what you wear, not just shoes. For instance, if you wear a pair of trousers that has a high rise, your legs will appear longer. If you're wearing a low rise, your legs will appear shorter. Also, what can affect that are the factors. One of these is, for instance, the hemline of your dress or your skirt, the color you are wearing, the style of skirt, and many other factors. But in this video today, I am going to talk to you about the shoes. So, what style of shoes are better to lengthen your legs, and what those to avoid because they will shorten your legs, and also we'll talk about the colors. So first of all, let's talk about the color of your shoes. So what can you do in order to visually lengthen your legs? It is very easy. You match the color of your shoes to your legs, okay? So let's say you're wearing a pair of black tights, you will wear a pair of black shoes, okay? Because it matches and the eye will see your leg all the way to the floor. And this will visually lengthen your legs. Another example, if you wore a pair of maroon tights, you will wear a pair of maroon shoes. Of course, this effect will work even better if you wear a dress or a skirt the same color as your tight and your shoes. In this video, I will wear only this black dress so you can see the differences really well between the colors of the shoes and between the various styles. So what if you don't wear tights? Well, it's easy. You match the color of your shoes to the color of your legs, to the color of the skin. And you can go as close to your skin tone as possible. And this really has the effect of the shoes disappearing to the eye. So that will visually lengthen your legs. So what will shorten the legs in the topic of color? Well, for instance, if you don't wear the black tights, but just bare legs, and if you wear a pair of black shoes, this will have the effect of shortening your legs visually. Why? Because your foot, your leg will stop at the black shoe. So the eye will see your leg and the shoe makes a big difference in color. This is why your leg visually will look shorter. And the effect of shortening the legs will be the same with a printed pair of shoes like this snake shoes or animal prints or bright color like red. Of course, what I am showing you and talking about in this video is about the visual effect on the legs, whether to lengthen or shorten the legs, and not about whether those shoes go with what you are wearing, because of course the shoes I'm going to show you more or less go with that black dress, but it's only within the topic of the leg length. So now we are moving on to the heel height. So of course this is an absolute no-brainer. The higher the heel, the longer your legs will appear and the taller you will appear. So this is a shoe with a medium heel. For instance, how would you measure your heel? So you would take the heel just at the top here of the heel, and you would stop here at the top of the heel cap. And of course this effect will be bigger if your heels are in the color of your legs, as we spoke just earlier. So what will make your legs look shorter with the heels? Of course, flat heels. So flat heels as with these brogues, or les derbies as we say in French, or flat heels again with those ballet flats, les ballerines as we say in French. So you see that already we have the color to think about and we have the heel height to think about in order to make our legs appear longer. Now for another way to elongate your legs, we have the platform. So this is the stacked sole here that adds height to the whole shoe, as opposed to just having, height with just a heel. And what it does is, bring you more comfort than if the height was just with the heel only. On the same vein as the platform, we have the wedge. I don't have any to show you, but the wedge has a stacked heel, a stacked sole, but the heel and the sole are, there's no gap there, so the whole shoe actually reaches the floor, and it makes it very comfortable for ladies who don't like the heels or don't quite know how to wear heels. So it is a little bit more stable to the foot and more comfortable. The only drawback with some platforms and some wedges is that, especially the wedges, they can look a little bit stumpy, they can make the foot look large, a little bit, big in itself, and this will attract the eye. This will kind of cut off your foot because the shoe itself is quite large and bulky. So this is something to consider if you just want to appear more slimline, is maybe to avoid the especially the wedges. The platforms are not too bad, depends on the style. This platform here is very discreet. Another way to elongate your legs visually will be with a pointed toe. So this is a style of toe, so it's pointy, but why also it is a little bit longer. It elongates the shoe itself, will elongate your foot in a pointed style, you see. So visually your whole leg will appear longer. So what could make your legs a little bit shorter would be the square toe, because your foot will appear truncated here. It will appear cut short, and this shoe is a little bit shorter than the other shoe I've shown you. The same shoe size, but the style makes it like that, okay? So this is something again to consider. So now let's talk cleavage. So this will be the last thing you need to keep in mind when you want your legs to appear visually longer. So here I have two pairs of moccasins, pairs of loafers. We call them les mocassins in French. So these have what we call a vamp. So I'll show you first this one. So this is the vamp here on the front. So this one has a low vamp because it's lower. The cleavage of the foot is lower. We see more of the foot, therefore it is a low vamp. Okay? Compared to this one has a higher vamp. You see, we see less of the foot. What happens when you have a low vamp, okay? A low vamp, a low cleavage. Remember, think of it like that. I like to think about that, cleavage, foot cleavage. It's easy to remember, okay? A low vamp, low cleavage, we see more of the skin, okay? So, if you have a low vamp, a low cleavage, your foot appears longer because there's more to see. But if the vamp comes high, in some shoes even higher than this, you see less of the foot and the foot is cut short. So your leg visually appears shorter, okay? So if you want to elongate your legs, you go for a low vamp, okay? Shorter leg, higher vamp. So you see that, for instance, a lot in the loafers. You have loafers that have a high vamp and some that have a lower vamp. For instance, the Gucci Marmont loafers, they are to die for. And why do women love them? They are very popular because the vamp is low, you see more of the foot. And let's not forget, low cleavage, low vamp, sexier, okay? So this is something to remember. So talking of high vamp, this is a pair of brogues, okay, les derbies, we call them in French. And you see the vamp here is high, okay, it goes high up on the foot. So this would be a more masculine style. So shoes that are more feminine have a higher vamp. Again, this is a very good example. So this, for instance, would be worn by French women in order to give a little bit more of a masculine vibe to their outfit, in order not to look overly sexy or overly feminine. And now Straps, no straps, which straps? So in order to visually elongate the legs, it is better to wear shoes with no straps, just like this cold pump. So this cold pump is really a good example of a shoe that visually elongates the legs. It has more or less a pointed toe, it is a nude color, it has a simple, very elegant shape with a slim heel. So now for straps, shoes with straps. So I've got two pairs of shoes with straps in here, and you can see that the straps, first of all, is fairly narrow, okay? Narrow straps will still truncate your foot and therefore not be as lengthening as a shoe without the straps, but at least it is not as bad as a wide strap. A wide strap will visually truncate your foot. It will be visually more apparent, if you like, than a thin strap. Of course, if you wear nude shoes, or at least shoes in the same color as your tights, for instance, the effect will not be as noticeable. Okay, so let's say nude shoes on nude legs, a strap wouldn't really matter, you will not see it. So, and of course, these shoes, if I wear them with black tights, and I do with black opaque tights, it won't really matter that there is a strap because you won't see it because the tights will be black. It's something to think about as well. But of course, with these red shoes, I will not wear, of course, red tights. So on my nude legs, you will see the strap, but the strap is not really too visible. One last thing about straps is the position, the location of the strap on the shoe. This matters, okay? If you have a strap that is at the ankle, called an ankle strap, this will really shorten, truncate visibly your leg at the higher point. So your leg will be visually shorter at the ankle. If the strap is lower, your foot will be visually truncated lower. So your leg will appear a little bit longer than with the ankle strap. So you want really your ankle strap to be positioned lower on the shoe than higher. Please let me know below what you think about this topic about shoes and what to look for in order to elongate and avoid having shorter legs. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next one. À bientôt!